Good evening and welcome to the Stade de France here in Paris for the 2026 Champions League final between Leeds United and Real Madrid. Now, of course, Leeds United were here last season and suffered heartbreak to the other side of Madrid and will no doubt be hoping to have a more successful evening here tonight. Now, the team news is in and I believe we can cross down live to the tunnel and speak to Leeds United manager Aussie Villain. And Aussie, can you talk us through your selections?
Yeah, that's right. Basically, we're starting today with the team that finished the cup final last week versus Liverpool. So that means that Alina and Haaland come into the starting lineup to replace Renier and Leao.
Good luck this evening.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Now, I'm joined for tonight's game by Australian journalist Chaz Hogan. And Chaz, can you talk us through the danger man that Leeds United would need to look out for tonight?
Yeah, thanks, Nige. Now, listen, there's three main guys that Leeds United are going to want to keep an eye out on tonight. First up, we have the midfielder Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. Now, he's a brutal midfielder, likes to get forward, already has 17 goals this season. So he's going to be an important player for Leeds United to keep an eye on. Your second man's going to be Dejan Kulusevski. Now he's obviously a decent player here. We can see he has 16 goals for the Madristas this season, 10 assists. So he's very important to what they like to do getting forward. And the third guy is going to be Fete Yap. Now he has 16 goals this year, decent finisher, good movement off the ball as well. And it's going to be important that Leeds United defenders keep a close eye on him. But I think if last season taught us anything, it's going to be how Leeds United handle the big occasion. If they can handle it, then I think they can win it. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Bill and welcome to Season 7, Episode 17 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds United. And today it is the day. It's Champions League final time 2026. Leeds United versus Real Madrid at the Stade de France in Paris. And, well, today's the day we could finally do it. We could meet our achievement of, or our goal, I should say, of trying to win the Champions League for the first time with Leeds United. Now, before we get to the final, there is a little bit of news to catch you up on. 2026, of course, is a World Cup year. We've had 15 players called up to the World Cup. They are Onana, Valverde, Pongranic, Mahoney, Wood, Phillips and Dean have all been called up for England. Dupi for France, Di Stefano for Italy, Sutar for Scotland. We've got Miranda, Fati and Ruiz in the Spanish squad, and Renier and Pellegrino, they're going to the World Cup with Brazil as well. So a number of players of ours will be at the World Cup, and let's hope they go there as European champions, because we are about to face Real Madrid. Now you can see here we've got a surprisingly good record against them historically. We've beaten them twice and drawn them once. We have not lost to them yet, and it would be a horrible time to lose for the first time here, wouldn't it? Now, they are a Zinedine Zidane coached team. He's a very, very good manager. Let's hope he has an off day. We've got a standard balanced playing style we're up against here. A quick look, and this is how basically they're playing how Liverpool played against us in the FA Cup final last episode. We can see there their positional heat map. They may be a little bit more adventurous against us. Their passing network is there and their key passes as well. Very much just sort of inside the penalty area or sort of the final third. So that's what we're up against. Now let's have a quick look at the heroes that we are sending out to try and get this done. Now, as I said earlier, this is basically the team that finished the FA Cup final that's starting this one. So Onana goes in goal. It's Pongranic and Wood as the defensive duo. Pellegrino goes down the right. Miranda goes down the left. Phillips, Di Stefano and Mariba in midfield. Alina comes in to play the number 10 role. It's Haaland and Fati up top. And the bench, it is Williams-Aski, it is Dean, Sutar, Dupi, Mahoney, Menia, who of course we signed from Real Madrid last summer. It's Turpi, Renier, Leao, Kane, Unda, and also Valverde make up the bench. These are the guys. These will be the heroes if we can get across the line today. Alright, everybody is lining up as expected. And the nerves start to build. Jem says go out there, prove a point today. I'm going to say... what do you want to say? Just go out there, play your natural game. Pick off where you left off last time. Let's try that. We were quite good against Liverpool, weren't we? So some calm, we have faith. I think last year in the course of the final, where it all went a little bit wrong, I think I was passionate, wasn't I? So we'll try and be calm today, and hopefully it'll go better than last season, because that was pretty much a game where anything that could go wrong did go wrong. All right, what have we got here? An early booking for Real Madrid. And it looks like it's going to be a decent position for a free kick. Now, it's just going to be Alina. It's Di Stefano taking it. Di Stefano! Oh, it's off the inside of the post. So unlucky for Di Stefano. And I'm not even sure he scored for us before. Calvin Phillips with a corner. It's headed down. It's Di Stefano! He hasn't scored for the club, but he has now. A 6-minute lead for Filippo Di Stefano. It's 1-0 Leeds United. Haaland with the knockdown. Phillips with the corner. And that is much, much more like it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Lovely, lovely stuff. A first ever goal for Leeds United for Filippo Di Stefano, and what a time to score it. There we go, an early lead. That's what we like to see. And we've just got to sit here nervously now for, 85 odd minutes after that goal. But if we defend well, then we're going to be European champions. Come on, boys, come on. I mean, we've seen before, we don't always have a lot of possession as long as we're creating chances and limiting theirs, which seems to be what we're doing. We've got another highlight here. Miranda with a throw for Fati. Back for Di Stefano. Di Stefano, good ball for Haaland. Oh, is he offside? Oh, it's a shame. It was a really good ball in. It was a cracking finish from Haaland. But he's just fractured. Yeah, they've pushed up and it's only just. It's so unlucky for Erling Haaland. He actually, I think, got himself back on side and then went again. But anyway, it didn't count, so there's no point crying about it. But there we go. We go into the halftime break, 1-0 up. Thanks to Di Stefano. We haven't been particularly great, but we've been better than them, and that's the main thing. Assertive, don't get complacent. Let's see if we can get a little bit more out of the players here that aren't doing as well as they perhaps could. Onana, I don't think he's touched the ball yet, which is excellent. Alina, we're having some troubles getting a number 10 to play well for us, aren't we? And Fati is also not particularly great. He's looking motivated though, so we'll leave that. And we'll just get back out there. We'll give it a demand more. They're looking nervous and anxious, which is great to see. And if we can get that second goal, then you just never know. Alina is now playing. It's a 6-4. He's just keeping himself on the field, to be honest. 6-3. All right, you're done. Let's get Renier on. We'll make that change. Renier as a trequartista. I think I like him better in that role. And let's see what we can do. Di Stefano now. Ball in there for Miranda. Back out there to Fati. Can he get across into the box? He goes past one. He goes past two. Ansu Fati. Oh, he's drawn a decent save there. I should say at the end of this game, there's going to be our end of season awards as well as the goal of the season competition. So whatever happens in the last half an hour here, make sure you stick around after the game for that. Not the best corner we'll see. Courtois claims it comfortably. And that'll do it for the highlight. We've got a nervous looking Pellegrino who's not having a great game out there. So that might be a sign that we need to bring Dupy on. In fact, our entire defense looks nervous and anxious, which isn't ideal. But we'll bring Dupy on, which is maybe silly because he's not the best defensively. We've seen him make a few howlers from time to time. We've got 10 minutes to play here, though. Let's go back off of attacking. And we're starting to wind this thing down. We're coming towards the end of this very, very quickly. Let's start and close it down. And we are now 5 minutes or 4 minutes away from being crowned European champions. All right. Come on, boys. Come on. We're in stoppage time. Go defensive. Is this it? Boys, I think we've only gone and done it. We've won the Champions League. Go on, Leeds. Go on.
Treble winners, European champions, Aussie, you must be delighted.
Oh, yeah, mate, I am. I'm absolutely delighted. We were so disappointed with how things played out for us last season. So they come back this year. We were determined to win it. It wasn't our best performance today by any means. But, we got the early goal. Took a little bit of pressure off us. We were able to hang on from there. I just want to take a minute. Just thanks these fans up here. They've been nothing sort of superb, ever since I've taken over the club. And, we've done it, boys. Champions of Europe. Come on. Hey! So there we go, it's Di Stefano's first ever goal for Leeds United that has done it. We've won the Champions League, 1-0 in the final, the early goal was enough, and there we go. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Congratulations, boys, enjoy the moment, we've done the treble. So there we go, victorious Leeds celebrate famous treble. We finally, as Leeds United, lift the Champions League. So Dan, I don't really care what you have to say to yourself, mate. Here are all the medal winners for the Champions League. We can see them all there if you want to have a... Oh, there we go. We see it all there. So everybody's got a medal pretty much. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Leeds fans worship Villain. Well, that's not necessary, to be honest. But there we go. Finally, after the heartbreak of last season, we've gone and won the Champions League. Money in the bank. Love to see it. Collective bonuses paid out. There's the Champions League review. Just take it all in. What a moment that is. What a moment. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We have the end of season awards coming up next. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Leeds United End of Season Awards. Thank you everybody. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you everybody. What an audience, what a season. Finally, we've done it. Leeds United are European champions, Premier League champions as well, not just the FA Cup to top it off as well. What a season it has been, a time of our lives really is, and I hope this lives long in the memory of every Leeds United fan there is. And the people to thank for this incredible, incredible season are of course the players. And the only way we can even begin to show our gratitude to their fantastic hard work is just to give them a nice, good old-fashioned round of applause. Well done, boys. I am so, so proud. The first award tonight is the Golden Pen, awarded to this season's signing of the season. And I tell you what, this guy's going to be happy he made the move because we signed him from Real Madrid for just over 20 million last summer. The Golden Pen is Mania. The next award is the Golden Card, awarded to the player with the worst discipline this season. And this guy, he's earned it. I'll tell you that, he has earned it. 7 yellow cards, new signing as well, maybe unlucky not to win the Golden Pen. But Ian Doopy, you win the Golden Card. The next award is the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the player with the best pass completion, and this is a defense of the trophy from last year, with a pass completion of 93%. It's Andre Onana. The next award is the Golden Spoon, awarded to the man who feeds the strikers, the man with the most assists. And no matter what he goes on to achieve in his career, he will be remembered for one thing and one thing only this year, and it's not the Golden Spoon, it's scoring the winning goal in the Champions League final. But he also gets the Golden Spoon. Well done, Filippo Di Stefano! The next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded to the man that we can rely on, the player with the best average match rating. And this guy, we really can rely on him. He is the Golden Anchor of Leeds United, with an average rating of 7.43 this season. The winner is Captain Courageous, Calvin Phillips. The next award is the Golden Soother, awarded to the baby of the team, this season's best young player. And this guy, I don't know if he qualifies as a young player, but he's earned the award nonetheless. He's 24. The winner is Nathan Wood. Alright, and now for one of the big ones. It's time to award the Golden Boot for this season's top goal scorer. And this guy, throughout our tenure in the Premier League, has been an absolute star. It's not his first Golden Boot, it's his first one for a few seasons though. With 15 goals, the Golden Boot is Rafael Leao. And now it is time to acknowledge this season's Viewers Player of the Year, as voted by you watching at home on YouTube. And this season, well, there was a few nominees, and it was a very, very close vote between 3 of them anyway. But the winner, with 42% of the vote, is... Get back up here, Rafael Leao! Okay, now before we get to announcing this season's Player of the Year, we do need to take a minute to acknowledge the Team of the Season. If you do just direct your eyes up to the screen, you will see that the goalkeeper is Onana. The defence is Miranda, Wood, Pongrenic and Doopy. The midfield is Phillips and Mariba. Your number 10 is Renier. The wingers are Unda and Fati. And the striker is Rafael Leao. Well done, boys. You've all had cracking seasons. Congratulations. And now it is time for the big one, to award the Golden Star for this season's Leeds United Player of the Year. And there was a number of contenders for this, wasn't there? We've got a really, really good team of good players playing well. But there can only really be one winner. He lifted the European Cup with 77% of the vote. The winner is... It's Calvin Phillips. So there we go. Congratulations to Calvin Phillips and the rest of the winners, but that brings us to the end of our evening. There are no losers, of course, this season at Leeds United. We are European champions and no one can ever take that away from us. But sadly, this is my last act as Leeds United manager. My dream was to come here and bring Champions League glory to the club, and I've done that now. So it's time for me to step aside and let somebody new come in and continue what we've been building here. I do just want to thank the fans from the bottom of my heart. You've been fantastic every step of my journey here, and it wouldn't have been the same without you. But I step aside, as I said, Ellen Road is a bigger stadium, it's a better stadium, and it's going to be a big, successful future here for Leeds, I'm sure. But thank you for everybody for this evening. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you another time back at Ellen Road. Take care. So there we go, the end of season awards done. Calvin Phillips, it's difficult to argue with him, I think, isn't it? 77% of the vote, captain of the club as well. He did a really good job ahead of Haaland and Leao. Haaland was a bit disappointing this season, wasn't he? Goal of the season, we'll come back to that in just a second, but Gary Turpey's goal all the way back in August was given a goal of the season by the game. As I said, we'll vote on that ourselves. Mania was signing of the year, maybe a little bit of a surprise given some of the fullbacks that we know, Dupe or Pellegrino, but fair enough, I guess. He was signing of the year, and Nathan Wood at 24 years old is the young player of the year. Team of the season, no real complaints about that. I'm relatively happy if that's the formation we go with, then fair enough. Leao was the Golden Boot winner. Well done to him. What a player he's been for us. Calvin Phillips, highest average rating. Most assists, it was tied between Dupe and Di Stefano. Di Stefano played less minutes, therefore he got the award. Onana, he's a good passer of the ball, isn't he, from goalkeeper. So that's good to see. Calvin Phillips, we don't give out most man of the match awards on the evening, but he did claim that. And Dupe, 7 yellows. He won the golden card. Let's have a quick wrap up of the season. This is the best ever 11 as given by the game from our time in charge. Onana, the goalkeeper, is probably fair enough. Louis Coyle at right back. I'm going to say maybe that's fair enough as well. Pongranich, Wood and Zagre. Phillips as the DM with Mariba and Bogac in midfield. Leao and Bowen with Haaland up top. And the bench is Castilla. It's Suta, Bonifazi. It's Alina, Renia, Vavake and Edouard, who was, let's face it, horrible for us. I'm not quite sure how he's kept himself in there. But there we go. We don't need to worry about the where are they now. The season review, we won the treble. We did lose the Carabao Cup quarter-final. We lost the Community Shield, but no one cares about that. We won, of course, the 4-2 game against Chelsea. That was a turnaround, I think, too, wasn't it? That was amazing. And then, of course, the disappointment was the loss to Southampton in the league. If we'd even taken a point from that, we would have... Actually, no, if we'd won that game, we would have got to the 100 points this season, wouldn't we? We almost sold out Ellen Road, all 60,000 seats of it. I was only second in the Premier League with most players used. That's a bit of a disappointment. And the 2019, where are they now? Again, I don't really think we need to worry too much about that. It's there if you want to have a quick look. Just give it a pause. Squad dynamics, we can see there, and everything else that comes with the end of the season. Now, we do, of course, have some Champions League awards as well. Team of the season, this is more like it. Onana in goal, Pongranich, Wood and Miranda all make it, as does Mariba and Leao. So all the 6 players in the team of the year, very well deserved. And the Champions League winners, we won goalkeeper of the year with Onana ahead of Courtois and Ballant, I don't know how you'd say that. Pongranich came in 3rd in defender of the year. Mariba came in 2nd in midfielder of the year, and Leao was 2nd in forward of the year as well. So we were all in the conversation for all positions, which is excellent to see. But this brings us now to, mission accomplished, isn't it? Brings us to the end of the series, unfortunately. It's always sad to stop the series. You get attached to the players. I'm looking for you guys. What we will do is we will wrap up the series properly. We'll sort of fast forward 5-10 seasons and see where the squad goes. I'll also pick my team of the series. So if you want to let me know in the comments who you think has been your team of the series, by all means, I'd love to hear the feedback on that. But yeah, looking, I guess, for feedback on what you'd like to do next. Do we want to do another first star challenge? Do we want to do something different? I've got some ideas, but I'm always interested in feedback, what you guys want to say. I just want to say, if you have made it this far as well, thank you so much for all the support. It really has been a very successful series for me, so I'm very happy with that. And as I said, it is a shame, in a way, it's bittersweet to win the Champions League, because it does unfortunately mean that, we've achieved our goal here. But of course, before we end today, we do have to do goal of the season. Now, if you're not familiar with how this works, the Turpey goal, as well as 3 others I deem worthy of our goal of the season, will be at the end. It'll be a little eye at the top of the screen, just like there was for the Viewers Player of the Year. Click on that, and vote for your favourite goal. And before that, we'll have a look at a few honourable mentions. So enjoy those. I'll be back tomorrow to wrap up the series. And as I said, we'll see what my team of the series has been. And I'd like to see what you guys have to say about that as well. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie Bell, and thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the Champions League victory. Take care. Here are our top 4 goals from the 25-26 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.